Um, Now let's bring in our environmental justice co-chair, Sharonda Allen. Hi, Sharonda.
Hi, Dorothy. How are you today, this evening? Enjoying the
Great.
weather, I hope.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you as well. So I just want to introduce our next guest, Terrell Hagler, aka your favorite trash man. He went viral back in 2020 for his Instagram account detailing life as a trash collector in Philadelphia. Since then, he's launched a nonprofit and his own hauling company and organizes regular community cleanup events. He's also the author of a children's book about keeping our towns clean and breaking news. He's running for Philadelphia City Council. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our favorite trash man, Terrell Hagler. Hi, Terrell.
Hey, how are you?
Great, and you?
I'm well. Thanks for having me.
All right. Yeah, I just want to let you know I was able to watch that news report about you, and I just felt so connected to you because I feel the same way about my community and having the young people to care. So let's talk about some of your efforts to remedy systemic dumping because, honestly, I got to say, people do this in urban areas, and I don't even think it's the people who live in the urban areas. So tell us what you found.
Yeah, more times than not, about 65% of the illegal dumping that's in urban area comes from outside the city. It comes from suburban areas, or it comes from construction sites that deem the community, dirty or uninhabitable. So they feel like they can just, dump the trash. And so what I've done is try to galvanize those communities and let them know that, no matter what your zip code is, you deserve to live on a clean block. So I go into those neighborhoods, I clean. We give out resources. Most of those areas are below the poverty line. So I've added given out 2,000 pounds of food and groceries. We've added voter registration. I've connected with PGW. We're signing people up for LIHEAP, and I just want to use my cleanups as a resource hub, but also to ignite some hope and positivity that people start taking pride in their own neighborhoods, and we can start deterring people and getting people to realize that you can't just dump here because you think it's dirty. And then also trying to work with elected officials to add cameras and get enforcement and just so on and so on.
Yeah, thank you, because I think cameras are important because it's not just construction equipment. My grandmother lives in Scotch Plains and they have to pay for trash collection, whereas here in East Orange, we don't pay for a trash collection separately. It's in our taxes. So sometimes we see people dumping household trash in, curbside trash cans, and that's really disrespectful. So it's more than construction. So I appreciate that. And, you do a great job at making the complicated topic of pollution accessible to all audiences. Tell us a little bit about writing I'm Too Cool, a book targeted at younger children.
Yeah, so the book is called actually I'm Cool Too.
Okay. I'm
But
sorry, I said it backwards.
it's okay.
I'm
It's
cool
okay.
too.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But
Thank you for that
it's
correction.
okay.
A little
No, it's
dyslexia
okay.
for a minute.
It's all right. The book came from the conversation I had with my own children. So I have
Mhm.
3 kids who are 11 to 6. And when I was working as a sanitation worker, they were so disgusted. They were so ashamed. I couldn't pick them up from in front of the school. I had to park around the corner. They were telling their friends that I was a cop, that I was a karate teacher, that I was a flight attendant. They were just like, anything but a trash man is acceptable. And when I broke down the importance of sanitation workers, why we are important to community, why we are essential in what we do, they actually were like, well, actually, your job is kind of cool. And I saw a light bulb go off. And then my older daughter went to school asking questions about composting and recycling. So now her school's trying to figure out how to start a composting program. And so I was like, if I could do that for my 3 kids, I could also do it for kids around the world. So in like 7 days, I wrote the book and I had a project management team and I found an illustrator and we did all these things. And I was self-publishing. Then I got picked up by a literacy agent. Then I got
Nice.
dropped because she got sick. So I went back to
Oh,
self-publishing. Then I went through the whole thing of shipping. And so, but I'm happy to say that books are finally being shipped.
Yay.
And so they're for purchase now. They're on my website, yourfavtrashman.com. You click on the I'm Cool Too tab, and $5 of every book goes back to the Philadelphia public schools, because I want to raise $1 million for every single public school in the city. But I'm not going to give it to the district, as my nonprofit is going to cut a $4,600 check for all 215 schools. And then we're going to deliver them individually and add $4,600 to every school district's budget this year. So that's the goal. So far, we're 1,500 books, and the goal number is 200,000. So every so often, I'm pushing for the book, and I even have a little thing, a little slide going around where I'm encouraging companies and corporations and businesses to purchase 100 books at a time and then donate them to a school or library of their choice. So I'm just trying to hit everybody, CSR, all the grassroots, all the elementary schools, all the bookstores, all the libraries, because the book is really transformative when it comes to, I did a reading for fourth graders, and now they're all asking questions about environmental justice and how come downtown looks different from North Philly. And now we creating conversations in fourth graders about why parts of the city look different. And then we can create a space where we can start teaching our children in the next generation why cleanliness is next to godliness, right? So I'm really excited to see the book hit the hands of preschoolers and first graders and fourth graders and really start creating those conversations.
I am just so excited about this conversation because this is important in, a variety of communities. And a lot of folks don't want to get involved because it takes a lot of work and there's a lot of bureaucracy. I know I face it all the time. So if you can just tell us where can we purchase this book?
Sure. So if you go to my website, yourfavtrashman.com, so that's YAFAV trashman.com, and you click on the I'm Cool Too tab, you'll see like a thermometer, you'll see the stats, and you'll see that I think we've sold over 1,500 books already. And it says pre-order. So my graphic designer is actually changing the language this week because we just got out of the pre-order sale because books are shipping now. And books are shipping from Pensacola, New Jersey. So we're giving everybody 7 to 10 days. We're using Book Baby. I tried to go local for my printing. Everybody was telling me to go overseas, but I really wanted to find somewhere local. And we're really just pushing the book. We're pushing corporations to buy 100 copies. We're pushing, small mom and pop businesses to buy 50 copies. And we're just really trying to get the book as far as possible to start creating those conversations. But also the book is really fun. It's light. It's colorful. There's even a scavenger hunt inside the book with QR codes where the adults can find out more about practical sustainability companies around the country and stuff. So I put a lot of hard work into it, and it's really fun. The age range is from like pre-K to fourth grade.
Right. Thank you so much, Terrell. Keep up the great work. Come back and join us anytime. And
For sure.
I'm definitely gonna be sharing that book. I'm an educator myself, and one of my other friends is a school principal, and hopefully she'll get the entire book for her, get the book for her entire school body. See, I'm a little hot.
It's okay. It's okay. You're human. I love it. We're all human. I love it.
Thank you. So I appreciate you so much, Terrell. Now back to you, Dorothy.
Thanks, Sharonda, and thanks, Terrell. That your work is so inspiring. And I just started following Terrell on Instagram. I encourage everyone to do the same. It's doing great.